have a decent conversation.
Can I have another? Can I have another creaming soda?
All she asked was for you to turn the music down a little bit.
You got music down a bit. And you can't even do that. You just have to have a big
Can I have another creaming soda? Can I have another?
I'm a what? Come on, Teddy. I'll address this comment. I'll address a few from this. We didn't really expect it to blow up, but it is what it is. A regular environment for this kid. It has become a regular environment. I've got 4 boys, so it has become a regular environment for them, and not because of what's happening at our house, but because of what they're witnessing with what happens next door. They quite often are playing outside on the trampoline or kicking a ball around, and then they come in and they're like, "Mum, the neighbours are fighting again." I'm like, "Yeah, alright," once the Warriors stage show started up. So, I mean, I have called the police in the past, and the police have gone there, and they've gone, the neighbours are nutter, nothing was going on. That's another reason why I started recording them, because I'm like, actually, you always say that nothing's happened. Gutting living here. This house is brought as a family home. We just don't feel like we can utilise the backyard, but not much we can do about it. It was honestly hard not to run over to that fence and grab him, pull him down, and give him a hiding. Like, it was hard not to do that. But I'm not going to do that in front of my kids. So, that's the way it is. Yeah, a lot of people said to call the police and call their landlords. Police were called by another neighbour. Police did not show up, which is fine. The police are at that house regularly. I managed to obtain, through the Official Information Act, how many times the police have actually attended that house in the past 5 years, and that was 92 times. So on average, the cops are there every 3 weeks, give or take. The landlord is Kāinga Ora, which is New Zealand's version of social housing, and I've tried to contact them so many times. There's been multiple emails, phone calls. I've got it all recorded, all noted down, and yeah, they basically have turned around and said, "We don't kick out our tenants, so tough shit for you." So it will be going to the tenancy tribunal to be, I don't know, sorted out, hopefully. Hey, Ted. I would like to think that something's going to be done, but I highly doubt it. So there has been a Facebook page created after people have been coming to me saying, "Oh my gosh, you know, I've had the same sort of shit. Kāinga Ora won't do anything." So the Facebook page is called Victims of Kāinga Ora's Bad Tenants. So you can go on there and share story anonymously. Yeah, it doesn't have many followers because I've literally just created it. I will try and put the link in my bio, but I am not that great at technology, so hopefully you can either find it or work out how to do the link. But it's been 2 weeks since that video went viral. My friend dropped her son off here today. She's got to go to Mahi, and I was on the other side of the house. The kids had not even been outside 5 minutes. And the neighbours started screaming at them. Screaming at my kids, wanting to be kids in their own backyard, bouncing on the tramp. So I contacted their Kāinga Ora manager, and they were like, oh, there's not much we can do about it. They're yelling at my kids, man. Like, are you fucking serious? Honestly, I'm just so done. So done. I meant to be mowing my lawns and doing my gardens today. I don't even want to go outside. Do I actually have to record myself or go on TikTok live to do my lawns and gardens? Kia ora koutou. So for those interested in an update on my neighbours from hell, I'll try and make this quick, but apologise if it is long. I do have a lot to say, and there is a lot that's happened. Despite what I said to Kāinga Ora about my safety concerns with the neighbours moving out and still knowing where I am and me not feeling safe, they have moved the tenants out. To where? I have no idea. Do I care? Not really. So that was what I didn't want to happen. So it's basically the worst possible outcome. These services that the tenants have engaged in have done a report back to Kāinga Ora, and they have told me that the tenants are remorseful and that I am, quote, actually a bloody good neighbour. So that was interesting to hear. That was while they were living in the house. The day they moved out, they did stand on the back deck hurling abuse once again. Didn't manage to record it, but was witnessed by other neighbours. Yeah, so Kāinga Ora rang last night, said that there would be lots of tradies round there in the coming days and weeks, and there's a lot of work to do on the house, which I could have told you that, it's trashed. They said that they are looking at doing double fencing and putting plants around the boundary, and I just burst into tears. I was like, you actually don't get it. I don't care what you do with the house. Like, you have not listened to anything I've said. I still don't feel safe in my home. They know where I am, and I feel like you know, when an animal's hunting its prey, it'll hunt its prey until, you know, when it's least expecting and vulnerable. So I just feel like I'm a sitting duck here, just waiting for them to come back for retaliation. The fact that while they were living in the house, they were engaging with these people and saying that I was a bloody good neighbour, and then on the day they moved out screaming at me again, shows what type of people they are. I have engaged with the local MPs because I just cannot deal with this, and it needs to come to a resolution that we're all happy with. And I'm sick of having days off and the financial burden of not going to work, and yeah, I have to hand it over to the MPs because I am really struggling still, and yeah, they can deal with it on my behalf. Kia ora koutou everyone, just on my way to another community meeting because that's my jam. I get a lot of messages and a lot of comments about people who also have really crappy kāinga ora tenants, especially since I created the Facebook page Victims of Kāinga Ora's Bad Tenants. I am still in contact regularly with Chris from the Herald, who is just an absolute legend and blew this thing completely out of the water. And I'm like, do we continue and do we do a collective of everyone's stories and blow this up and try and get some action? Because like clearly I'm not the only person, and there's quite a few of you out there with really horrific stories. So let me know your thoughts and go and like the page. Yeah, I think it's high time I did blow it up. So, email address where you send your stories to here. And yeah, fingers crossed we can get something done about this, because this is really